You finally get off Tumblr, and what do? I pull you right back in. You can't escape the fan fiction of Overwatch. More likely the relationships between heroes that the community likes to ship. These aren't necessarily confirmed, but many think they should be. So today, I did think it would be appropriate to list my top 6 love combos in Overwatch. Let's get into it. Starting off with number 6, we have Lucio and Deva, the celebrities of Overwatch, both working in entertainment. Well, at least sort of. Deva filling stadiums with Oliver Esports, and Lucio filling stadiums with his music. So they both entertain people all over the world. They also have in common a deep connection to modern technology, right? Lucio obviously uses it to enhance his music, but also to become a better performer, gliding around on stage, doing tricks. I mean, that makes him a lot more fun to watch. And Deva certainly loves the consoles that allow her to play her favorite games. She also loves her mechas because they essentially turn life into a game itself, right? Being able to fly around and shoot things at will. But on top of their shared interests, they really do get along and complement each other to show this. There's a line of dialogue where Lucio is really excited to see Deva and he asks for her autograph. She then says, "Only if I can get yours too," and then goes on to say that she loves his new album. So he's been watching her compete in StarCraft and she's been listening to his latest music. It's very cute. Now, in addition to this, and you don't have to take it as canon, it's just fun to point out, there is an exchange they have in the game Heroes of the Storm, where Deva asks him how her favorite international DJ is doing, to which he replies he plays a lot of music, but she is still his favorite song. Gaming and music go very well together. Number 5, we have Anna and Reinhardt, the healer and the tank, already a perfect duo. But what mostly has people wondering is some dialogue that they both share. There's a line where you can hear Anna complimenting Reinhardt, saying that he looks quite well. He then replies with, "And you are looking as lovely as ever." As ever. So he's seen her before to be able to compare, yes? Alright, continue it. There's another line of dialogue where Reinhardt is shocked and he tells her that he thought she was dead. She then says, "I'm sorry, Reinhardt. After everything that happened, I needed time." So if you couple the both of these interactions, it seriously sounds like they had a thing some years ago. They also have a huge appreciation for the military. Anna comes from a long line of soldiers, and Reinhardt was a soldier himself. Both of them keep duty and honor as high priorities. Now, there were some ideas that Reinhardt could maybe be Pharah's father, which would spell out quite clearly that they both love each other. The thing is, there is a spray, as well as some other hints in the comics, that would make it seem like Anna had a different lover after all, someone we just haven't met yet. However, there are still hints that tie Reinhardt and Pharah together, and it's hard not to think that he didn't play an important role in her childhood, at the very least, and that him and Anna aren't still harboring feelings from days long past. I hope he's the legitimate father. What? Number 4, we have Orisa and Bastian. This one probably isn't at the top of your list, but hey, robots need love too, right? One of the greatest things they have in common is that, I guess I already said it, they're robots. It kind of just makes sense, and it seems that their electrical parts have all of a sudden become applicable. But the nature of their being aside, there are hints that they do like each other. There's a line of dialogue where Orisa compliments Bastian by saying that it is remarkable to find Bastian in such good operating condition. Who is responsible for your upkeep? Very smooth, Arisa. She essentially just said, "Damn, you're looking fine." She may also have a good sense of humor as well. There's a line where she's scanning him and then says that his model is subject to termination. Well, he gives a little sad beep, but that's alright, dude, she's flirting with you. Maybe he just doesn't get her sarcasm yet. They'll work on that over time. Plus, it's hard not to mention the two of them would make a great army. Just the two. I mean, they both have huge turrets mounted on them. She can throw out a shield for them to shoot behind. He can turn into a tank. She can power the both of them up. Together, they can be killing machines. What? Sorry, I'll love machines. That doesn't sound right either. Okay, their wires are compatible. That's the point. Number 3, we have Reaper and Widowmaker. This is more than just a fashion statement, although, let's be real, they clearly have the same style, right? And that's important to women, they want their man to dress up as good as them. So if they go out together, they are going to #slay. Now, I know the Widowmaker and Tracer combo is a popular one, but I'll be getting to that a little bit later. It does look like Tracer might be taken. But back to these two, they're definitely the most unwelcoming of the heroes. They don't really like other people, they like to be by themselves, even on Christmas, and yet they still have a deep connection. They're partners in crime, right? They're always going out on missions together, trying to steal things, trying to assassinate people. Well, it's pretty clear that when someone is in a special line of work, they often match with people who are in that same field, right? That person gets them. It's true that Widowmaker may still be grieving the loss of her husband, but look at it this way. Because of Talon, she's become dead to the person that she once was. Well, it may just take the company of someone else who's dead to teach her how to love again. Number 2, we have Genji and Mercy. Already they share a very powerful experience. Genji had essentially been on his deathbed, injured by his brother, when Mercy had come to his rescue and saved his life. She outfitted him with the cybernetics that we see on him today. And not even metaphorically, she's the one who lets him breathe, who lets him walk. Now the thing is, Mercy is very professional, right? The doctor-patient relationship is something that should not be compromised. If she were to get too emotionally attached to a patient and something bad happens to them, it could potentially break her spirit and make her less effective as a battle medic. And it's likely she knows this, but still, a doctor needs someone to look after to be fulfilled, right? So get this, during Valentine's Day, there's a voice line that Mercy has on the map Hanamura. She tells Genji that she got him chocolates, that they're Swiss, they're very good. He then thanks her and says, "Perhaps you could share them with me." Perfect response, my friend, good. Then there's another line where now he's the one getting her chocolates. So they're not Swiss, but she's still happy. So Genji's been thinking about it enough to do the same for her shortly afterward. You know, mix that with the kind of effect she's had on his life, and it seems very likely that he has a big crush on her. As far as how she feels about him, well, she's very professional and not easy to crack, but she sends signs that could very well mean that she feels the same way. And quickly before number 1, we have a few honorable mentions. These are Tracer and Emily. We don't know much about Emily right now, but they do share an apartment together in London. The next is McCree and Hanzo. They both are accurate shooters, dare I say, being able to do it on command. Then we have Junkrat and Roadhog for when crime sprees get hot and heavy. Then we have Torbjorn and Bastian. Let's face it, this dwarf is good at hammering turrets. And then lastly, Doomfist and anyone who's up for it. And number 1, we have Mae and Junkrat, also commonly known as Mayhem. And this is the perfect example of the old phrase, opposites attract. Mae wants to conserve the environment and help it grow, and Junkrat doesn't mind blowing it all up. Mae is very polite and a bit soft-spoken, and Junkrat doesn't give a damn what he's saying or what he's doing as long as he's having fun. And if you listen to the dialogue between them, that doesn't really do a great job supporting this couple either. There's a line where Mae calls him a bully, then terrible, and then says that she hates fools like him, but he brushes it off saying, "I beg your pardon, I consider myself a freedom fighter, a misunderstood one." There's another one where he looks at her and says, "I get cold just looking at you." She then tells him to look somewhere else. But you'll notice instead of just being nasty back to her, it seems like he's trying to be funny or turn their interaction into something positive. Sure, she's pretty good at barricading herself from his attempts, but he's a determined little rascal. During the Year of the Rooster event, Mae has an added voice line where she says, "Wishing you prosperity" in Chinese. Well, then when you check out Junkrat's new voice line, he says the same thing. Well, as best as he can for a new learner. Either she's been giving him lessons or he's been learning the language to impress her, right? No matter what, he wants to have a good impact on her, and he could very well be the kind of crazy that she needs in her life. With him around, she might be more wacky and outgoing, and willing to be up for fun activities. And in turn, she could be a positive influence on him, maybe reduce the chances that he'll blow himself up for good. And there you have it, my top 6 love combos in Overwatch. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And down below, please tell me, is there another one you would like to add to this list? I mean, I can't get to all of them. Alright, thank you very much for watching. If you have a couple that you like, the good news is that there's probably an infinite supply of fanfiction out there about them that you can read, so have fun.